I came home from war a day early to surprise my wife and caught her in our bed with my brother. My 5-year-old daughter was the one who opened the door for me. I finished my deployment a day early, 22 hours of travel, but I didn't care. I couldn't wait to see my wife's face when I walked through that door. I even stopped at the store and grabbed her favorite wine and those chocolate-covered strawberries she loves. I was practically running up the driveway. The front door was unlocked, which was weird because Diane's paranoid about that stuff. I pushed it open quietly, wanting to surprise her. That's when I saw my daughter Kate curled up on the couch in the living room at 2 in the afternoon. She had her Bluey headphones on, the big noise-canceling ones we got her for the plane ride to Grandma's last summer. Her eyes were closed, but she wasn't really sleeping, more like pretending to sleep. I knelt down beside her and gently touched her shoulder. She opened her eyes, saw me, and this look of relief just washed over her little face, but she didn't seem surprised. She just took off her headphones and whispered, "Hi, Daddy. Hey, baby, what are you doing down here? Why aren't you playing in your room?" She looked at me with these big brown eyes and said, matter of fact, like she was telling me the sky was blue. "Mommy and Uncle Brett are always loud and it scares me." The headphones helped me sleep through the noise. My blood went cold. "What do you mean, sweetheart? Uncle Brett is here?" She nodded. "He comes over a lot when you're gone. They go upstairs and make scary noises. I don't like it, so I sleep here with my headphones." I felt like someone had punched me in the chest. "How often does Uncle Brett come over, Kate?" "Almost every day," she said, completely innocent. "Mommy says it's their special grown-up time and I need to stay downstairs and be quiet." I stood up, my legs shaking. Part of me wanted to grab Kate and just leave, but I had to see it. I had to know. I walked up those stairs, each step heavier than the last. I didn't knock. I just opened our bedroom door. My wife was there, with my brother, in our bed. The bed where I'd told her I loved her 1,000 times, where we'd planned our future, where we'd conceived Kate. Diane screamed and grabbed the sheet. Brett just froze, his face going white. But what got me was what happened next. Diane didn't apologize. She didn't cry or beg. She looked at me with something like annoyance and said, "You weren't supposed to be home until tomorrow." That's when it all clicked. The schedule. My daughter saying I was home on the wrong day. They had this planned down to the hour. My wife had trained our 5-year-old daughter to stay downstairs with headphones so she could sleep with my brother in peace. And Kate thought this was just what all mommies and uncles did. Brett tried to say something. Started with, "Brother, but I just walked out. I couldn't even look at him." I went back downstairs and packed a bag for Kate. She was still on the couch, headphones back on. When I picked her up, she wrapped her arms around my neck and whispered, "Are we leaving, Daddy?" "Yeah, baby, we're leaving." "Good," she said. "I don't like the noise." My 5-year-old daughter had been traumatized in her own home, taught to make herself invisible and block out the sound of her mother's betrayal. And the worst part? She thought she was the one doing something wrong. She thought staying quiet and out of the way was what she was supposed to do. I drove to my parents' house in complete silence. Kate fell asleep in the back seat, still clutching those headphones like they were a security blanket. Every time I looked at her in the rearview mirror, I felt this rage building in my chest. Not just at Diane, not just at Brett, but at myself. How did I not see this? How did I miss what they were doing to my daughter? My mom opened the door, took one look at my face, and knew something was horribly wrong. She didn't ask questions. She just took Kate from my arms, whispered that she'd put her down for a proper nap, and told my dad to make me some coffee. When Kate was out of earshot, I told them everything. My dad, a man who never cries, had tears running down his face. My mom just kept saying, "That poor baby," over and over again. Not about me, about Kate.